Hi guys, I'm Aiden, a student from Manchester, and today I've been challenged to go head to head with a professional chef to make the ultimate cheese toastie, a true student staple.
Hi there, my name's George, I'm a professional chef. I've been working in kitchens for 6 years and I'm here today to make a fancy cheese toastie against this student here.
Well, I mean, he's excited, he's professional, but will he beat me? That is the question. Are you excited?
Super excited.
Super excited to lose, I'm assuming. So let's get into the cooking. So we're gonna start off with your ingredients. So you're gonna need bread, obviously, it's a toastie. Toasties need bread. Butter, we're gonna have lots of butter, it's not gonna be very healthy. We're gonna have cheese, extra mature, nice and strong. Got some white onions, you know, nice onion.
Brown.
Well, the outside's brown, they're white on the inside.
No. Brown onions, pal.
And then the special ingredient, HP sauce. So let's get cooking underway then. As a chef, you might agree with this, spoons for spreading butter. Yes or no?
Actually, yeah, I'm all for that, yeah.
So with the butter, you want to make sure you put lots on, and I'm talking ungodly amount of butter. So another top tip from me is you don't just butter one side of your bread, you've got to butter both sides so that when you fry it, it gets nice and crispy on the outside. Oh my lord. You see, that's actually what I meant to do. It's not what you want, is it? Right, so yeah, you want to add your butter just to one side, just one side of your bread. I'm an expert, I've done this many times, can't you tell?
Oh, yeah, I was here for it.
Right, so I'm going to pack these over there for a second because the next step is to cut up your onion. Am I doing it wrong?
I'm worried you're going to chop a finger off, but...
Right, there's the claw grip. Are you happy I've got the claw grip out? So with your onion, it's quite simple chopping, just straight this way. So we're going to get the cheese and we're just going to put a load of cheese in the bread. Pre-grated obviously, so it's already there, ready to go. It should melt easier if it's pre-grated as well, is that a fact?
That is absolutely not right. I don't even know if that's proper cheese.
What cheese is cheese? It comes from, I'm not going to go where it comes from actually, I don't know.
It's got potato starch in it.
That's
cheese sticking together.
With flavour. So then you want to get your sauce and just put it on one side of the bread. Well, we're going over to the pan now, so let's get the heat cooking.
Oh, there we are.
Right, so now your pan is on the heat. You want to get your butter back and your spoon and put a good amount of butter in the pan.
Do you have any sort of student cooking hacks that you do?
Well, there's a few things I sort of do just over my 3 years. So the main thing is an air fryer. Get yourself an air fryer. Anything you want to cook that's frozen, whack it in there, 15 minutes, it's done. Wraps are also good. Whack anything in a wrap and it's a meal. Also, if you don't want to get, dirty bowls, line a bowl with a wrap, eat the food out of the wrap, eat the wrap, clean bowl, sorted. Right, and the butter's now starting to heat up properly and it's all over there. We're going to grab our toastie. I'm going to squish it down a little bit so it doesn't go everywhere. So we're going to add a little bit more butter to the roof of this so that when we flip it, it will crust over, see?
Yeah.
Professional chef who?
George.
Now, you recommended me a medium heat for my pan. I'm going to go against your recommendation and turn it up a little bit. So now it's sizzling. Are you seeing any, major issues of what I'm doing so far?
Apart from the high temperature and the squished bread and the metal spatula with a Teflon pan and way too much butter, I think you're on the right track.
And there you go. So it's obviously not cooked at all near enough yet.
It seems to be a bit raw on the inside. I think you're going to burn the outside before the inside's cooked.
See, it's not cooked yet, but you can see the inside beginning to go squishy.
Awful.
And we're going to flip it out and then a simple, there you go. And now it's time for the golden cut. Oh, and there you go. The cheese wasn't there. So as a professional chef, I'm going to let you do the honours and take the first bite.
Sure, thank you. I feel blessed. Okay. Those onions are chunky. I quite like the brown sauce in there.
See?
Everything else is just there. The onions, quite strong, because they're still raw.
Absolutely fantastic. So out of 10, what are you rating this?
I think if you're coming home from the pub late at night, you've had a few drinks, and you just need something quick and easy, it's a 6.5. However, if you're completely sober like I am now, it's a solid 3.
Well, for me, this is a solid, 8 out of 10. It's not the best food out there, but he's obviously not a fan, so he must have something better for me. Do you?
Yes.
Prove it.
Okay, so for my fancy cheese toastie, it's not actually a cheese toastie, it's more of a cheese on toast. It's similar to a traditional Welsh rarebit. I'm not going to say it's a proper Welsh rarebit because I'll definitely get shouted at by lots of Welsh people. So to get started, obviously you need cheese. You want a nice mature cheddar. I would say about 200 grams, which is round about a third of a block, round about that. I've tried to make this as simple as possible, so it's easy for you students to make at home. So we've got Lean Perrins, or Worcestershire sauce, should I say? Worcestershire.
Just Lean Perrins.
Worcestershire, yeah, Lean Perrins. So a couple of dashes of that. Here I've got English mustard. Quick way to melt some butter. It doesn't need to be completely melted, it just needs to be soft. You can just chuck it in the microwave, which there is one over there, for 10 to 20 seconds. So here I have some cayenne pepper. We don't want to make it spicy, we just want to add a bit of warmth to the rarebit. So we'll add a little bit in, but don't go crazy. Let's pour the butter in. So mix that all together. And now we've got here some beer. Preferably you want to go for like a bitter or a dark ale. You don't really want to be using Budweiser or lager. But if you're really stuck in a pickle, you can use one of them.
I really don't want to admit it, as you know, you're challenger, but that does look banging.
Toast the bread first before we put anything on it. You want to do both sides. You can just use a standard toaster, but obviously you can use a grill as well.
So while the bread is grilling, do you have any sort of, professional chef cooking tips you can give to our students watching?
I mean, I'm not doing a very good example over here, but keeping your workspace tidy is very important. It just helps you have a clear head while cooking. It means you don't really get lost in your ingredients if you've got everything laid out ready to go. It's called in a restaurant mise en place. It's getting all your food ready to go before you start cooking. So then when you do start cooking, all you can think about is how you're cooking the food and what you're doing with the food, rather than what ingredient comes next and where is it.
What's your favourite dish to cook and to eat?
To cook and to eat? Well, I'll tell you what, one thing I used to enjoy cooking and eating while I was a student a few years ago was spaghetti carbonara. It's quite enjoyable to cook and eat. It's very cheap, super easy to make, and obviously carbonara is great, everyone loves carbonara. Okay, so we have our toasted bread here. Nice colour on both sides. All we have to do now is take the mixture, put it on top, and you want to go all the way to the edges. If you don't cover the edges, the bread will burn.
It does look a little bit right now like scrambled eggs.
It does look a bit like scrambled eggs, you're right, yeah. Thankfully, it's not, because this will brown nicely under the grill. And we'll just do a little bit of a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Made a mess. 2. And then sprig of parsley, and that will take the price up by a couple of quid.
It's got the creaminess of the cheese, it's quite crunchy on the outside, it's also got the mustard in there. I'm a big fan of mustard, but I'm still not convinced that that's a toastie.
It's better than a toastie. It's cheap, it's tasty, it's Welsh rarebit, and you should make it at home.
So out of 10, what are you going to give this? What are you going to rate yourself?
I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'll give you a 5. Take it or
5?
leave it.
Okay. No, I'm not taking that, but okay, fine. Fair enough.
There you go, 5 out of 10. So I think at the end of the day, we can both say we both did a, all right job. I mean, maybe one of us did slightly better than the other. I'm not specifying who did better. But I think overall, we can probably agree yours might be the better dish. Overall, we'll crown you as the winner as a professional chef, not to ruin your reputation too much. But let us know in the comment section who you think won. And I think that's it from us today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.